concept of Vedic maths, that is finding cube of a two-digit number using Yavadunam method. Now I am taking the case of a number which is less than the working base. That means the number is less than the base. For example, let us take the case of 93. Now 90, if we take 93, we see that it is quite closer to 100. So the base will be 100. And now we see that 93 is less than 100. So this is an example of a two-digit number which is less than the working base, and we are supposed to find the cube of 93. So as you know that Vedic maths is a way of performing calculations. That means Vedic maths provides us techniques with which we can perform the calculations in a faster way. And as you know that whenever we are in a competitive exam, the time is always short, and the person who attempts more questions has a better chance to crack the examination. So if we use these techniques, or I would say if we master these techniques, only then we can use these techniques in the competitive exam and we can save a lot of time. So we will be able to solve more questions, hence we have a better chance of completing or cracking the examination. So now let us discuss the method how we can find the cube of 93 in a simple way. So I am discussing the method, that is Yavadunam method, in which the number is less than the working base. Now as 93 is quite closer to 100, so base is 100 and 93 is less than 100. In step 1, I will find the surplus of 93. That means I will try to find the number which when added to 100 will give 93, and it is minus 7. So the surplus will be minus 7. That means whenever we add minus 7 to 100, we will get 93. So in step 1, I will multiply the surplus with 2 and add it to the number. So result 1 will be minus 7 into 2 plus 93, or I would say minus 14 plus 93, which is equal to 79. So in the step 1, what I have done, first I have found the surplus and then I have doubled the surplus and added to the number. So minus 7 into 2 is minus 14, and it has been added to 93 because we are supposed to find the cube of 93. So minus 14 plus 93 will give 79. So this is the step 1. In step 2, I will find the surplus of step 1, that is surplus of result 1, that is minus 21. That means I am trying to find a number which when added to 100 will give 79, because result 1 is 79 and surplus of result 1, that is 79, is minus 21. Because whenever we add minus 21 to 100, I will get 79. So in this step, I will multiply the surplus of step 1 plus surplus of step 2. That is minus 7 into minus 21. As surplus in step 1 is minus 7 and surplus in step 2 is minus 21. So minus 7 into minus 21 will be 147. Right? Now in this we can see that in step 2 the result is 147. In the next step, I will find the cube of the surplus of step 1, and the cube of the surplus, that means cube of minus 7 is minus 343. Now this is the cube of minus 7. So in step 3, I have found the cube of the surplus of step 1. I have got minus 343. So now I will write the answer. As you see that the base has two zeros, because the base is 100 and 100 has two zeros. So we can say the base has two zeros. So we will be prefixing two digits in the answer at one step. And in the first, as I see that minus 343 is a three-digit number, so I will use 43. And it is a negative because we have minus 343. So I will subtract 43 from 100, and 100 minus 43 will be 57. So you can see that this 57 has been prefixed in the answer. And now and minus 3 is the carry for the next step. As we have seen that we have subtracted 43 from 100, or we can say that we have added 100 and minus 143 and minus 43. So for this one, that this one has been borrowed from 147. So 147 will become 147 minus 1 will be 146. Now in this step 2, I will in next step what I will do, I will add the carry to 146, and the carry is minus 3. So 146 minus 3 will be 143, and from 143 the two digits will be prefixed in the answer. So 43 is prefixed in the answer and the carry is 1. So in the first step 57 was prefixed in the answer, and now 43 has been prefixed in the answer. So the answer becomes 4357. And in the last step, I will add the carry, that is 1, to the result 1, that is 79. And 79 plus 1 will be 80. So the answer is 804357. So this is how we can find the cube of a 3-digit number, cube of a 2-digit number using Yavadunam method. In this method, I am considering the case in which the number is less than the working base. So what I have done, first I have found the surplus. For this I have to identify the base, and I see that 93 is quite closer to 100. So I have taken the base as 100, and now minus 7 is the surplus for 93. That means whenever we add minus 7 to 100, we will get 93. So in step 1, what I will do, I will multiply the surplus with 2. So minus 7 into 2 is minus 14, and it is added to the number, that is 93. Minus 14 plus 93 is 79. So the result 1 is 79. In the next step, I have found the surplus of result 1. That means surplus for 79, and it is minus 21, because whenever we add minus 21 to 100, we will get 79. In this step, we will multiply the two surplus, that is minus 7 and minus 21, and I get 147. Now the result 2 is 147. In this step 3, I will find the cube of the surplus of step 1, that is minus 7, and cube of minus 7 is minus 343. So now I will write the answer, and for the answer, what I see that I have taken the base as 100 and the base has 2 zeros. So we will be using 2 zeros, or we can say we will be prefixing 2 digits in the answer at a time. So from minus 343, I will take the 2 digits, that is 43. And as it is a negative number, so I will subtract it from 100. So 100 minus 43 is 57. This 57 is prefixed in the answer, and minus 3 is considered as carry. Now we see that for getting 57, we have subtracted 43 from 100, or we can say we have borrowed 1 from 147. So 147 minus 1 will become 146. Now in this step, I will add the carry, that is minus 3, that is 146 minus 3 is 143, and I will use the 2 digits, that is 43, and I will prefix in the answer. So the answer becomes 4357, and 1 is the carry. In the last step, I will add the carry to the result 1, that is 79, and the carry is 1. They are added. 79 plus 1 is 80. So it will be 804357. So this is how I can find the cube of a 2-digit number in a very faster way.